Hello there, world. How are you all? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this little presentation that me and JMC, that's JMC right there, me and JMC have it lined up for you here, which is about the One Voice Conference. JMC, say hello. Prove that you are
Hel-
a voice artist.
Hello, I am a voice artist. I am not a robot. I do not speak like this normally.
Not sure about that. I can just picture you going down and saying, "Hi, Anna. I'd like cornflakes for breakfast."
I've done that with her. I've messed with her before. I have started talking like this to you because I am going to be completely robotic good husband today. And she very quickly smacks me and then I stop.
Very good, very good. Okay, if you are on reattendance, then please, hello to you all. Please do pop your questions and stuff into the little Q&A panel that is there on reattendance, and I can see those. If you are there in social media land, specifically Facebook, then you can type directly into the below the Facebook feed, and it should bring us up the little questions here, and we'll see them come through on the comments as well. So hello to you all out there, and today we are going to be talking to you about dum dum dum. The One Voice Conference USA 2025. We are so excited to come here again. It's really one of the huge highlights of our year. This is coming there and all the fun that goes with it and being in the pool and stuff. We're going to be talking tonight. It's probably going to take around about 30 minutes about what's happening, the tickets being on sale, speakers, reattendance, and what you can see on screen there. The hashtag, as always, is OVC25. Does anybody use Twitter anymore? I'm not sure they do. Maybe we should stop doing that. Yes, exactly. Anyway, if you do, or I don't know, any of these blue skies. Someone mentioned one the other day to me called Mondadlian or something like that. That's like a Facebook replacement or something. There's a billion
Mastodon?
out there. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, never even heard of it. Anyway, if they have hashtags on there, use that. We are going to be talking today about our sponsors. The wonderful Nava are going to be with us. Unfortunately, they can't be with us today because they are currently fighting a bill on our behalf, or supporting a bill on our behalf, about transparency in AI, which is a really good thing. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for sponsoring us as well, Nava and the whole Nava team. And I think we're going to have quite a few of them there this year, which is going to be great fun. We've got a few of them on the talks, which we're going to see along as well. The wonderful Badalgo and Armin Kiyoseta. Now, I asked Armin if he could come along to this little presentation, and he said no. And I said, okay, well, in that case, would you...
Actually, he said 9!
9, yes. And I just saw a joke about that, about the square root. I asked my German friend about the square root of 81, and he said no. Anyway, yeah, so, but he sent us in this little video. Now, he knew this was about Dallas, and he sent it me today, but here's what he said anyway.
Hello, everybody from Bodalgo. Greetings from Germany, Bavaria, Munich. I'm very sorry I can't be with you right now, so this video has to make up for it. I'm super honored that Bodalgo is, again, the company you gets the most money for. No. I was supposed to say something different. I'm very happy that I can sponsor the One Voice Conference and the One Voice Awards, by the way, for the 6th, 7th time in a row. I think you will help me out in finding the answer to that. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to see you all in a few weeks. Actually, it's not a few weeks. It's only like 2 weeks, is it? I think it's 2 weeks. Oh, it's the empty family father brain. That doesn't work any longer. Whenever it is, I'm so excited to see you all there. Beer is on me, and the bad jokes and all the good stuff comes from you. See you there in London. Bye-bye.
So yes, he knew it was about America, but he said London anyway because he's that kind of guy.
And now I know the full contents of both of his nostrils after having that angle. There's no mystery anymore.
No, and it is in fact the 8th year that he has sponsored One Voice Conference and the awards. So thank you so much to you. We also have some silver sponsors, us, which always feels a bit weird saying that, and you, which is again doubly weird, double whammy, why not? And also the fabulous Voice 123, and I believe Rolf is going to be there. Bronze sponsors, Andy the VO coach, speaking from experience. Source Elements are going to be there as well. The Tennessee Voiceover Studios, will be there too, and the voiceover resource guide are the sponsors that we have at the moment. Now, where is it? Big drum roll. Well, it's the same place as last year and the year before that, because we love the hotel so much and they really look after us. And crucially, probably the most important thing of the entire thing is that they bow to my will when it comes to the temperature control, and not Jay Michael's will there. So where you may freeze to death in Atlanta, you will certainly not in Dallas. But it is at the Hyatt Regency DFW Airport Hotel again. We do love it there, so please do come along. The dates this year, it's actually 2 weeks later than normal. It is Thursday the 21st of August through to Sunday the 24th of August. And we did that because quite a lot of people said, and they've said it for the last few years, that they just can't make it so early because they're always on, summer vacations with their families and stuff. And so we have listened, and that is why we have moved it a couple of weeks forward. So there are the dates there. The bedrooms are available now, and they are at the discounted rates. And when you buy a ticket, the system automatically sends you a link to go and be able to book the rooms. Now, what is new for this year? Well, we've got a new theme, disco, baby. And this is because last year was punk, and this year it's absolutely no tie to voiceover whatsoever where punk did, but we thought it's going to be cool. So why not? We're just going to have some fun with it.
Next year it's going to be EDM.
That's going to be my year. I'm into that. Yes, and we'll have like a completely blank hall when we have the death metal year. Apart from Harry, he'll be there. The paid workshops are actually going to be on the Friday and the Saturday, and the tickets aren't available for those yet. We're still putting those into construction, but they're from the 12th of May going through. There are free workshops, as you know. It's one of our special calling cards at One Voice Conference. We have paid workshops that are 3 hours and free workshops that are an hour, and these are going to be done by ballot. And we've kind of gone through a little journey with these. We've had the years where we've done it where, a bit like going to Lollapalooza, you've got to get your ticket at 9 a.m. on the dot, and that just caused everyone to go into heart attack and meltdown and stuff. And then we had the Jeopardy Wheel of Fortune last year, and that was quite good fun, but it took an hour and a half. So we thought this year we're just going to go and do it by ballot, because effectively that's what's happening anyway. But we will give you all enough time to be able to buy your tickets, which is why we will decide who's going to be going to those on the 4th of August and not before. We do have Gravy for the Brain member pricing tickets, so anyone who's a Gravy member gets a big old discount off. And when actually is it? Well, it is Thursday, August 21st is the registration. This is what's happening, really. It's a bad title. Registration, the mixer, and the opening ceremony. And those little asterisks there are going to mean something in a moment. On the Friday, we've got the keynote speaker. We have talks and panels all day, the free and the paid workshops, as I mentioned, and the Friday night disco party, which is going to be really good fun. And since they let us put the hazer in that room last year, what a sight to behold that was. So it's going to be fun. Then the Saturday, more talks, more panels, more free and paid workshops going on. And then on the Sunday, of course, we've got the morning sessions and then the closing ceremony. And on the Saturday night, the One Voice Awards, Saturday, August the 23rd, is in person only. It is a completely separate ticket. So if there's every year there's one or two people who say that they thought the One Voice Awards were part of the ticket, the conference ticket. They're not, and that's because it is a separately ticketed event with a full black tie, 3-course dinner, and everything. So we don't want to make everybody else have to supplement and pay the additional ticket price.
We're not making any money on it. Trust us.
we always lose money on the awards, but it's okay because it's our way of giving back to the industry and doing something fun. A nice gala night there. The theme is going to be black tie or disco. Last year, actually, people were really extravagant with their punk outfits.
Yeah.
Some amazing outfits there. So I'm really hoping the disco one's gonna go down well. Okay, tickets on sale. We'll get through this bit and then James, you can get to the meat of it. Are on sale now. Not 10 minutes in 10 minutes time. It's now, right now. And there are two different ticket types. We are still pretty much pretty much the only hybrid conference left, really, because we kind of, well, firstly, we've got the reattendance platform, but secondly, we like doing it that way, and some people can't actually make it to the event. So the hybrid ticket, that is the in-person Thursday to Sunday, all the talks and panels and the free workshops. the mixer events, the social parties, and all the talks and panels will be available after in replay. And they are available 5 minutes after the event finishes because of the reattendance system. Lunch is not included, which sounds like a weird thing to say if you've never seen this before. Guess what? We're not giving you any lunch. JMC, why do we do that?
Because it makes the ticket less expensive, and we give you lunch at VO Atlanta, but that's why we have to charge you about $300 more, because I'm about to send them $120,000 for catering. So to keep your expenses low, we're not feeding you. You can feed yourselves, but that way you don't have to spend a bunch of money on hotel food, right?
Yeah, and also, I mean, whilst there is a very good restaurant at the top in the hotel,
it is good actually. It is actually quite tasty, and
it is.
if you order the nachos, they're for like 6 people.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. We've always made that mistake, haven't we? Just you
get
a starter, and it's like, holy shit balls.
Don't do it.
Anyway, yeah. But there's Grapevine nearby, and there's lots of really good delivery options as well, and there are restaurants nearby as well. So there's plenty there to do. Now, the tickets, the online ticket, this is the other type of ticket, gives you, it's pretty self-explanatory, all the live stream talks and panels, replays as well. Now, here are the prices. The hybrid ticket for the full weekend, early bird tickets, which are available now, I think I said now, until May the 12th. So you've only got a week to be able to get those. And then the full price tickets go up to $5.19 from May the 13th onwards. But if you're a Gravy for the Brain member, then you buy these from the Gravy for the Brain website rather than from the One Voice Conference website. And the early bird tickets, as you can see, are a $50 discount up till the May the 12th, and then the same on the full price tickets May the 13th onwards. So that's for the hybrid tickets. The online tickets follows the same kind of route, and you can see the pricing there, just $349 up till May the 12th, and then $359 May the 13th onwards, and the same kind of discounts there for the Gravy for the Brain members. It is worth becoming a Gravy for the Brain member for a month, and just to get the discount, because it's more, the discount is more than the price of the membership. So that's a little carrot for you. And then also we're doing Thursday and Friday tickets. This is mainly for people who live in Dallas, really, and Saturday and Sunday tickets as well. And the prices are on there with the Gravy for the Brain member discount pricing there as well. Okay, this is all that, I mean, half of you are in there on the reattendance platform now. Hello to you all. It's all going to be on reattendance again. It's fully hybrid, physical, live interaction from both physical and virtual attendees. Replays, as I said, we've got the schedules and my schedule where you can go through and you can choose which parts of the schedule you want to go and see live and in person. And this system will keep you up to date with that, with your time schedule. And you can do all the things like exchanging business cards, QR codes, networking online, and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, speakers, JMC, clear your throat. We are into your zone.
Well, let's talk about our keynote. And I wanted to go outside the box this year, and we have a little kind of special micro emphasis at the conference this year, which we've never done before. It's just a couple of sessions, but also our keynote in particular on live announce for sports stadiums and voice of God for sports. We've got speakers from Major League Baseball, people who are live announcers at Major League Baseball, the NBA, the NFL, the WNBA, the AAA baseball team in Frisco, Texas, the Rough Riders, and our keynote speaker is the in-stadium voice of the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, who I had to sit through having a really good time when they beat the Commanders back in January. But Bill Larson is our keynote, the Super Bowl champion's live announce voice. And he's a really nice guy, by the way. If you've met him, he's been in the industry for many years, great voice actor in a number of other genres as well. But, you know, we're always, it's like always Bugs Bunny and Troy Baker. And I'm like, let's do something other than character people this year, right? So how about the voice of the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, Bill Larson? We're so excited to have him there.
Amazing. Okay, right. We are going to zip through all of the rest of the speakers now. So at your own pace, JMC, are you ready? Deep breath, go.
Ali Silber, talent agent at DDO. DDO, one of the hottest up-and-coming agents across the country. And she's going to be talking about win some, lose some, dealing with VO highs and lows, and is on the agents panel. Fantastic talent agency. Get in front of Ali. Andy Roth, if you haven't worked with Andy, Andy's one of the top casting directors in the business. He's doing a paid workshop, free workshop, and a panel. I got to do a very small workshop with him in New York recently that we co-hosted, and people walked out of there raving. So opportunity to work with the top casting director, Andy Roth.
Yeah, and actually, just before we move on, it's worth saying that we have a lot of hirers this year.
Yeah, a lot of casting.
Casting agents.
And we're probably going to have 1 or 2 or 3 more to throw at you even later as special surprises coming up, but we've got a lot already lined up for you.
Yeah.
Andy Lerner, casting and voice director, and he is one of the primary people who was behind the casting of SpongeBob SquarePants, and he'll be doing the casting panel and a free workshop and a paid workshop, another top casting and voice director in the industry.
For you, JMC. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
I believe that's SpongeBob SquarePants.
Correct.
No? Yes. Andy Field. If you're not familiar with Andy, Andy is the voice of Hand Unit from Five Nights at Freddy's, among many other things. And he's going to be giving a talk about rookies, newbies, and greenhorns, the session for beginners in voiceover. Really nice guy. So come join us with Andy. Ariel Negrin, agent at Atlas Talent. We're just finalizing confirmation with her, which I should get today, but I expect she'll be coming, or they'll be sending somebody else. But I think Ariel will be coming. She's just waiting for their leadership to return from Ireland to give her the final thumbs up. But she was there last year. She's fantastic. She's coming, bringing her to Holland to our retreat soon. And Atlas, obviously one of the premier agencies in the industry. So they'll be represented at OVC this year.
Yeah.
Brad Highland, if you're not familiar with Bambi himself, the deer hunter, voice actor, coach, business guru. Man, I try to keep out of my yard because I like my livestock. But he'll be doing a panel on narration, a talk, and a free workshop this year. And Brad's one of the hottest coaches in the business for a reason, and one of the most successful talent in the business. So welcome back, Brad.
Definitely one of the most lovely guys around.
And I may or may not be seeing some people skate with him tonight. We'll see. A Fast Money, Bridget Reel, voice actor, coach, business guru. She's got 2 panels, a talk and a paid workshop. Bridget's she's a Emmy-winning talent to begin with, but also one of the great business brains in the business. And I've watched Bridget since she was a little baby bunny grow into now the absolute force to be reckoned with that she is. So we're so thrilled to have Bridge back, as always, and one of our Gravy for the Brain mentors. Karen Gilfrey needs no introduction, the high priestess of voiceover and vice president of NAVA. She'll be appearing on a couple of panels, and like I said, she needs no introduction. Arguably, outside of our like high-end animation people, maybe the most successful female voice actor in the industry today.
Yeah.
Charles Coates, speaking of successful people, Charles has had an absolutely meteoric rise over the last couple of years and is now one of the hottest bookers in the industry. He'll be doing a talk and a panel, and he's a particularly active player in the automotive side of the business, which we have another little micro focus on at One Voice this year. So if you're interested in automotive VO, which is one of those parts of the business that great volume, never goes away, and just continues to pay the bills, we've got a few people lined up for you in automotive, and Charles is one of the hot voices there.
Yeah.
Chris McCloy, voice actor among many different genres, and he's going to be doing a talk called A Workshop for Your Weird to help showcase your range in auditions. He's highly skilled. I've heard Chris across everything from commercial to narration to character work and multi-award winning voice talent. So come learn from Chris this year.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to introduce Mr. Zellman. I just had dim sum with him on Sunday. By the way, I was looking at the One Voice Hotel on Sunday out the window of the United Lounge at DFW. But Cliff is we call him the king of automotive for a reason. He's probably the most prolific person in the automotive voiceover world. And he'll be doing a couple of panels and a paid workshop as well. Great demo producer and one of our industry leaders. So and a Dallas native. So we're happy to have Cliff back.
Absolutely.
Danny States, the founder of VoiceOver View, one of the most widely used pieces of software for voice actors in the industry. She'll be doing a talk on Mind Your Own VO business, from creative chaos to data-driven success, and one of the great minds in our business. So come join Danny.
Yeah, and it's funny, isn't it? There are so many really genuinely lovely people in the industry, and Danny's definitely one of them.
Danny's fantastic. as eggs go. Speaking of good eggs, Darby she's a little scrambled from time to time, but she's another very good egg. Darby's fantastic. Darby's I mean, look at the block of text that I can't read because it's very, very tiny, but that gives you an idea of her bio and her resume. Darby, I've watched again over the years. She's prolific across multiple genres, major agency representation, and she's going to be talking about how voiceover is her day job.
Yeah, it says that she was a member of an award-winning theatre company with John Lithgow.
Wow, and that doesn't surprise me because she's an actor's actor as a VO and very, very talented. So a lot to learn from Darby. Dervla, tell us about Dervla, Hugh.
Well, she was the lead behind VO North whilst that was going, which was a fantastic conference. She is another fantastic person, extremely good voice artist. And we've only literally just signed her today for this. So we don't have a talk title yet. And I was saying to her earlier on, come on, give me a talk title. She was going, just give me a break.
Right.
I'm off flying and traveling. So, yeah.
And she's also now running the VO speaker series, which is a little online opportunity to learn every year that she's been doing a great job with. So glad to have Dervla back.
Yeah.
Donna Vincent Roa, an accomplished author and voice actor. She's written a book on some very deep dive techniques for voice acting, which I've actually got a little blurb in there endorsing because it really is quite a spectacular dive into the industry. And she's going to be talking about, she's going to be doing a speed branding lab on creating and turbocharging your VO brand. And she is quite the expert on branding. So come join Donna Vincent Roa.
Yeah.
Emma O'Neill, one of our Unicorn Award finalists at VO Atlanta this year, a prolific voice actor who is, again, somebody who over the last 10 years has become one of the hottest bookers in the industry. One thing we like to do at One Voice, yes, you've seen we've got our major agents, our major casting directors. We're not done because we're going basically in alphabetical order here, so there are more of them to come. But one of the things that I think Hugh and I have always taken pride in with One Voice is that we really like to feature the voice actors who are in the trenches booking today, who are consistent daily bookers in the industry, and there are few that define that better than Emma. She's a star, and this is the prime of her career. So come learn from somebody who's doing the thing right now.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Emma not smile either.
No. Success will do that. Speaking of people who never not smile, Galena White, who is probably the happiest person, if not in the industry, perhaps on the planet, truly a ball of sunshine. And she's going to be speaking on automating your VO life, the power of systems and automation. And she has a fantastic brain for those things. So come join Galena. Heath Martin had a huge success with a Burger King campaign recently, national TV voice, and he's somebody who I've worked with. Heath, he's just got those pipes. He's like, well, okay. One of those guys. I always joke there are people I work with who I don't want to audition against. Heath is one of those guys. He'll be on the Win Some Lose Some panel dealing with VO highs and lows and talking about an attitude of gratitude in voice acting and how in this business good guys finish first.
That's a good title.
Heather Nichols, an accomplished talent and coach. She'll be talking about the business beyond the booth, and she's going to be on my Exercise Your Demo Demons panel, giving the perspective of the buyer. Fantastic talent, and again, another one of these people who's in the trenches booking on a daily basis. So come learn from Heather. Yeah. I talk for a living. Who's this guy?
I don't know. Yes, that also I sort of look like a priest there, don't I?
You do, which is so entirely inappropriate.
Yeah. Okay, fine. You'll get away with that one once. Yes, I'm going to be talking about running the panel, Microchips in Your Larynx, the AI panel. What a title.
And by the way, if anybody wonders how that fire at Notre Dame really started, he just walked in the door and then that was it. It was over. Another Brit. And genuinely one of the most talented people in our business, I think. Ian is somebody, every time I've had the chance to work with or listen to him, who just pours forth not just wisdom, but ability. I mean, this is a guy who is a multi-genre booker and star, and somebody who is gifted in so many ways and has so much to teach. So he's going to be talking about digging a tunnel into the mountain of opportunity in the video game market, and he'll also be on the Win Some Lose Some panel. Great talent, Ian Russell.
Yeah, and also a One Voice Awards Voice of the Year winner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not surprisingly. Who's this
Look,
guy? Oh my God.
another priestly-looking man.
Is that another one who will walk in and then the Lord will look down and go, "You no."
I shall smite thee.
But I will be there doing a talk on. I love my titles this year. They're mildly terrifying.
They are,
The
yeah.
horrors persist, but so do we. We'll be talking about making money in political VO year round, and we will also exercise your demo demons. And I'll be doing the usual bald eagle song and dance with you and Peter. So. Speaking of crazy people, Jen Henry, perhaps one of.
I think she's quite sensible.
She is quite sensible. Jen Henry is. I don't think a lot of people know this because they know her as a talent. They know her as just a friend of the industry, the original Unicorn Award winner, obviously a very successful voice actor. But she's become a very successful coach, very sought after coach. She's also a brilliant flipping director, to the point that I had somebody recently I was doing a demo for who was so deep in the Jen headspace that I called Jen and I was like, I want you to help co-direct this session. And the stuff that she brings in, the nuggets that the way her brain works, learning from Jen is a life-changing experience. And if you get the chance to come and take her sessions, please do so because she is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, strangely, I've never heard you use the word nuggets, which is weird. But anyway,
Jenna Birmingham. Speaking of automotive, Jenna Birmingham is one of the top female talent and top talent overall in the automotive sector, and again, one of the people who specializes in that we're kind of highlighting that niche at One Voice this year. So she'll be doing a free workshop, Your Story, Your Superpower, also on the Automotive All-Stars panel. Great person to learn from about automotive VO, among many other things.
Yeah.
Jessica Bolovsky, agent at SBV Talent in Los Angeles, one of your top 5 power agencies out there. And Jessica's fantastic. She's a sweetheart. She's also a shark, and which is exactly what you want in an agent, somebody who's nice, but they'll go and they'll fight for you and they'll get you what you're supposed to get paid. She's going to be on the Masters of Negotiation panel and the Agents panel, also with a talk and possibly a paid workshop. Jessica is she's the head of the voiceover department at SBV Los Angeles, and truly one of the top power players in the industry. So please come and learn from Jessica, because not easy to get into a room with her.
Do you know it's true that the fact that you need a shark as well as a nice person.
Yep.
I remember, as you know, Troy was our keynote the year before last, and I ended up negotiating a job on behalf, which I'm not allowed to say what it was or is, because it's not out yet, but. Yeah, I was talking to his agent, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let's get this done." And she was like, "Really hard." And I was like, "Hang on." Like, he's my friend, and she was like, "You're talking to me now." You know, got it.
the hardest part when I'm involved in putting lineups together for conferences is negotiating the compensation with the agents. It's like,
yeah.
Why am I bothering? Why? You know, it's like I'm going to lose.
Yes, right? Exactly.
Jessica's great. Come and see her. Joey Xiaojiu. So Joey, again, we talked about the little micro focus on live announce for sports. Joey is the arena voice of the Washington Mystics WNBA basketball team, among other very prominent credits in live announce and many other genres as well. So she'll be coming to speak specifically on that. She'll be moderating our People in the Arena Sports Live Announce and VOG at the highest level panel. So come join Joey. John Armand, an Emmy-winning narrator, and he'll be on the actually moderating the Master Orators narration panel. John is somebody who you can hear on a number of major network TV shows across some of the top networks in the industry. Longtime LA native, I believe, and top-tier VO talent. So please come learn from John.
He really does have some pipes, doesn't he?
He's another one of those guys. I'm like, I hope he didn't submit for that job. Jonathan Reiner, talent manager, and just a longtime player in the voiceover industry who knows the ins and outs of casting, and he'll be on the casting panel. So come learn from Jonathan. Julie Holman, we wanted to kind of keep a little bit of a local focus this year, not the majority, but maybe 20% of our people are Dallasites. And Julie is with the Kim Dawson agency in Dallas. She'll be on the agents panel and also doing a free workshop for us. And they're one of the premier talent agencies in Dallas. So come learn from Julie. She's somebody you're not going to see at any other conference anywhere else.
Yeah.
Speaking of Julie's, Julie Shields returns, and Julie Shields is one of the most prolific anime, animation, and video game voice actors of our era. She splits time between Dallas and Los Angeles, and she has been a one-voice speaker and moderator before. She'll be, I believe she's moderating the Finding Your Way in Character VO Anime, Animation, and Gaming panel, and she'll also be doing a free workshop this year. Kayla Jackson, the kitten herself, the Phoenix. And Kayla is one of these people, again, I wanted to put a spotlight on folks who are growing and building and booking on a regular basis in the industry today. Kayla just recently become brand voice of National Geographic. We're so excited for her over that. And she's going to be moderating the Win Some, Lose Some panel, dealing with the VO highs and lows, because that's something she's had a lot of experience with over the years, booking the big ones and then being really close on some of them. And that's so hard for so many of us to deal with. So Kayla's going to be leading that panel, and she'll also be leading the Sunday workouts. If you guys remember those are always a blast. Sunday morning before we go into the closing session, you get the chance to come in and read, and Kayla will be leading one of the Sunday morning workouts. So we're glad to have Kayla back.
Yeah.
Kelly Doherty. Kelly is perhaps the most prominent female voice in the imaging space, and that's an area that's been a male-dominated part of voiceover for many years. And Kelly's shattered a lot of glass ceilings in that and become one of the top people in radio imaging. And we're so thrilled to have. They call her Kelly in that part of the industry. We're happy to have her back. She's going to be doing a talk on Radio Vovo, the most undisciplined genre, and then exercising the demo demons. She'll be talking about imaging demos with us on that panel. Lisa Lee, a fantastic coach and voice actor. I had a chance to work with her many, many years ago and get to hear her read a bit. And even back then, she just impressed me with her skill set from top to bottom. She's been an active coach for many, many years, and somebody people seek out for real no BS advice. She's going to be doing a talk on Bandcamp, VO social media, and marketing, and a free workshop. You are the gold, finding the real in your reads. Come learn from experienced talent and coach Lisa Lee. Liz Atherton, who also needs minimal introducing, the founder of Tag Voices Talent Agency, and now the CEO and founder of Cast Voices. Liz has decades of experience on the casting side of the business, and she's going to be playing a prominent role at the conference this year with multiple panels and a talk. And we're happy to have her back. That's right. Lynn Norris, who is sitting about a story beneath me right now in the kitchen here at Lobster Manor, voice actor, copywriter, and business guru. Lynn is, again, one of the top business brains in the industry, a fantastic talent, prolific audiobook talent as well. She'll be on the narration panel and doing a talk and a paid workshop as well. She's also one of the founders of VA for VO, so come and learn from Lynn.
I remember doing a workshop with her at one of your retreats, and just being completely blown away by how she just switched between characters.
Yeah. No, she's extremely talented. You should do her animation and video game demos will blow your mind as well. Mark Burr is a voice actor and an attorney, and he's going to be talking about avoiding the dreaded yellow flag, basic business blocking and tackling for VO. But Mark is also a lawyer, and we'll be speaking a little bit from that perspective as well as being a successful voice actor. So we're happy to have Mark with us. Matthew Parham, also somebody who needs relatively little introduction. Slim to Reason is his nickname, and he is one of Nava's prominent faces and an advocate for so many great things in our industry. Fantastic talent as well, and he'll be on the Masters of Negotiation panel and also talking about the power of authenticity in the age of AI. We're so thrilled to have Matthew back.
Yeah, he's such a decent chap.
Malik Berger, voice actor, coach, and demo producer. She is fantastic animation talent, multi-genre talent with an enormous resume and a very heavy footprint in the industry. And she's going to be all over the place, multiple panels and a free workshop. She's
working her hard.
We are working her hard, but she's one of the heavy hitters in her parts of the business, and we're thrilled to have Malik back with us. Michaela Hicks, talent agent from Eris Talent Agency in Los Angeles. So again, bringing in the casting folks, top tier animation agent, and she'll be talking about finding your way in character VO with that panel. Also on the agents panel, and doing a paid workshop about what does an agent look for in a submission, which is so important to so many talent who are trying to figure out their way in the world of agency representation. So come learn from a great vet. Michael Orenstein, great character actor, great VO across multiple genres, but very well known for his character work, and he'll be doing a talk on breaking it down like a badass game and animation script analysis.
Good title.
Speaking of badasses, Michael Scott. If you see Michael Scott, so here's my instruction to you if you're watching this. If you see Michael Scott, the first thing you say to Michael Scott every time you see him is duck and cover, and he'll know what's going on. Just trust me on that. He'll get a laugh. But Michael is, again, one of these people over the last 10 years who's really risen to a place of prominence in the industry, a daily booker, now becoming a video game director, and a real power player on the LA scene in particular, in the gaming world, but a multi-genre talent as well. He'll be on the animation, anime, and gaming panel and doing a free workshop, and he's also a prominent part of Nava.
Yeah.
Mike Norgard, I referred to him earlier, our voice of the Frisco Rough Riders AAA baseball team there in North Texas, and again, part of that emphasis on live sports announce. So he'll be in the People in the Arena Sports Live Announce and VOG at the highest level panel, among other things. Not Mike's first rodeo at One Voice, and we're happy to have him back. Olivia Serafino Washington, a fantastic voice actor and coach across multiple genres with a particular focus on animation. And she'll be on the anime, animation, and gaming panel, and also doing a talk about auditioning like you mean it, the art of standing out and cashing in, which she has done a great job of over her career. Paul Cartwright, if you don't know Paul, you should. He's won a whole bunch of One Voice awards over the years, and yeah, he's a very well awarded voice actor, and one of the smartest guys in the business. Also, he's just to listen to him talk about how to do things the right way. There are very few people who've done a better job of doing it the right way than Paul over the years as a voice actor and director. His free workshop is the most bookable voice in commercial VO is yours, and he'll also be on the character VO animation and gaming panel.
Yeah, I directed him in a game only last week. It's very good.
Yeah, do you remember that he won the One Voice award for that that cigarette butt thing? Do you remember that? I'll never forget it. I don't remember the animation was so good and his VO was so great. When he played, it just brought the house down. It was like 2 years ago. Paul Stefano again talking about live announce. Paul Stefano is one of the fastest rising live announce voices in the business, and now has become one of the in-stadium voices for the Washington Nationals Major League Baseball team here in the DC area. And his talk is Batter Up, live announce workshop, workout with Paul Stefano, and then he'll be on our live announce panel as well. So Major League Baseball represented at the One Voice conference this year.
Yeah, and he's a very good sport, because if you just email him and say, I want you to shave your head, he'll just do it.
He is, and he also has never held against me the fact that back in the day, and that almost sounded like a baseball call, but back in the day at VO Atlanta, when he was just starting out, he was helping run tech on one of my sessions back in like 2015 or something like that, and I referred to him as Peter throughout the session, and he never once corrected me and never once got mad at me, and I felt like a jackass afterwards. So Rene Coronado, I'm so glad we're bringing him in. We just actually finalized this in the last couple of days. Rene is the owner of Dallas Audio Post, which is perhaps the most sought after and well-known professional recording studio in Dallas. I believe it's in Grapevine out near the airport. I've worked there. I've actually gone in there and recorded there multiple times, and it is a cool studio with lots of different rooms. I mean, it's the size of a warehouse. They must have 6 or 7 different spaces in there, and they do every genre of VO and music and other things. But Renee's been on the casting side of VO for over 25 years, thousands of commercials, big into political also, so he'll be able to talk on that a little bit as well. And a power player in the Dallas area in particular. So if you're a local, this is somebody who you really do want to come and see. And if you want to get into the Dallas market more, he's somebody that you want to hear from. So we're thrilled to have Renee there. Rob Harrower, tell us about Rob, Hugh.
Well, he's a Canadian voice actor living in Ontario. He's got a history of being on stage in drama, and comes to voice acting with a passion for both sound production and being behind the mic. One of the producers at Iridescent Acorn Productions and Two Sober Dwarves Productions.
Last time I had an iridescent
What a
acorn,
great
I
name.
had to see a doctor.
Two Sober Dwarves Productions. I'm just reading it off the thing. It's like the best company name ever.
Well,
He is
we're
my
not talking.
new best friend.
There's a Harry Davies joke in there, but I'm not going to make it. Sorry, Harry. I love you, brother. All right. Who do we have now? You like how I kick it to you whenever I need a sip of something?
Thanks, man.
Yeah, there you go. Just unexpectedly. And Uncle Roy, who again needs very little introduction other than the fact that he will supply you with bagels throughout the weekend. Emmy-winning voice actor and director, and will be doing multiple things at One Voice, including, I assume, running a lot of the tech again this year. So happy to have Uncle Roy back.
Yeah, thank you.
Sam Filia. Sam's going to be doing a talk on adventures in audio cinema, and we'll be on the Win Some Lose Some, dealing with VO highs and lows panel. Sam is a rising VO who is kind of hot to trot in the animation gaming space, and just one of the little balls of sunshine in our industry who I've watched grow over the years. And she's coming from a great perspective of youth and energy and new experience. So we're happy to have Sam with us this year.
Cool.
Sean Heath is stadium announcer and hype guy for the Dallas Mavericks, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Wings. He is, again, part of our focus on live announce in sports this year, and he's a local legend. So he'll be on that panel as well as doing a free workshop. Planned spontaneity, how to be comfortable with absolutely anything, and he is one of the, again, local legend when it comes to live announce and arena announce. So I just love this. I mean, look, I know I'm a sports guy. I'm a little selfish here with some of these, but this is a cool niche that a lot of voice actors have no idea how to get into, and it's a place where you get followings of people who just turn into your own personal fan base because you become the voice of this thing that's so important to so many people. Sean's that guy in Dallas.
Yeah. I've always wanted to see the Dallas Cowboys. Never have.
Great stadium. Not the biggest fan of the team, but great stadium. Sumit Iyengar, he's the manager, head of Cope Management, which was the original, by the way, if people don't know, it's the original voiceover management company founded by Debbie Cope many moons ago. And Sumit is former CESD Los Angeles agent who moved over to take over Cope. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And I love these people are friends, so I get to joke, but I joke about Jessica being nice and at the same time the shark that you want on your team. Sumit's that guy too. He's the smiliest guy in the room, but people have no idea the level of business acumen and industry knowledge and connections over decades that this guy has. Sumit's a power player, so come learn from Sumit and you won't be disappointed. Terry Daniel, welcome back to the conference scene. Terry Daniel, voice actor, coach, and demo producer, and somebody who's been a part of the business for many years with his Universal Voice Talent organization. He'll be on 2 panels, including the demo panel, and also Terry's one of the great AI skeptics in our industry, so I've intentionally put him on the AI panel in order to be the hand grenade in the pool, and we'll also be doing a talk on turning villains into heroes and mastering the art of winning over AI and fiber clients.
Yeah, I have to say, we had him on Radio Gravy, and he is sound, man. I really like him. He's cool.
Tim Heller, one of the nicest guys in the business and also a prolific voice actor in multiple genres. Tim was there last year, and I promise his only role last year was not making sure Tom was happy on Mario Kart Night, but that was a very nice thing that he did. But Tim will be with us again this year, sharing his wisdom, including with a free workshop, Staying Distracted, ADHD, and the Accidental Business Plan. Tim Friedlander needs no introduction, the president of NAVA and one of the most prolific people in our industry in multiple roles, voice actor, demo producer, exceptional talent, and he'll be doing a few things for us over the weekend, including being on the microchips in your larynx panel. We promise not to actually put microchips in your larynx. Unless you want
there's
to.
Not there already.
I don't know.
I'm just really good AI. That's what I.
No, this we're all living in a simulation anyway. So. Tish Hicks, one of the great coaches and teachers in our business, fantastic voice actor, the head of the VO Dojo, and she'll be doing a free workshop and appearing on some panels as well. We're happy to have Tish with us this year.
Wouldn't that be the greatest irony if we were living in in a simulation and still fighting against AI? That'd be great.
Isn't it? I mean, it's right. It's to see how these strange flesh bags react.
Yeah.
Uh, Tom Deere, speaking of great business minds in the industry, great voice actor and coach, but one of the real great business teachers in our industry. And it's so important, especially for newer talent, to come and learn the business of the business. Tom Deere is one of the best teachers of that in our industry. So he'll be there to be on the Turning Leads into Loyal Fans Talk and the Masters of Negotiation panel.
Which is very important.
Troy Holden, again, the hot automotive voice, and Troy's actually going to be moderating our automotive panel this year. And one of the people, again, one of these guys we've watched just kind of rise over the years in the industry and become more and more prominent as he's developed out his business. One of these people who's in the trenches doing the thing every single day and has experience across multiple genres. So come learn from Troy. Vanessa Garcia, another ball of energy and fantastic voice actor in multiple genres. She'll be talking about following your inner calling, aligning mental health, social media, and voiceover success.
Yes.
Vicki Liston, one of the nicest people you will ever meet, and she'll be doing a talk on getting featured in national publications. She'll also be on the Win Some, Lose Some panel. Fantastic voice actor, and you can see her resume there, which I can just make out in bold, but look at all those fantastic companies Vicki has worked for over the years.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be a One Voice conference without old Vince LaBica. Speaking of happy, smiley sharks, Vince is the guy I least want to talk to about how much money we're going to pay him to come to Dallas every year. But he's one of the best negotiators in the business, and that's going to be a lot of the focus of what Vince is there to talk about, but also about achieving representation with top agents like DPN. So don't miss Vince.
Yeah, I have a little bromance with Vince. He's dead cool.
He's cute.
All right. Well, that's not what I meant, but there we go. See where your mind goes.
Vince is dreamy.
Fine, okay, he's dreaming. So, totaling 58 speakers, 80 separate sessions, including 37 talks, 10 panels, 15 free workshops, and 18 paid workshops, and 2 socials and or parties, which might even be 3. I'm thinking of throwing another one in. This is going to be a weekend to remember, and 1 awards ceremony, of course, which is already sold out. No, it doesn't really, but it will very, very, very quickly.
You actually wouldn't have surprised me.
Yes, I know. And speaking of the One Voice Awards, the Awards USA shortlist is now live. So if you go to onevoiceconference.com and then go to the USA Awards, you will see up there all of the shortlisted nominees, which we put up an hour ago. And so congratulations to everyone.
Congrats on your nominations.
Nominated.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing all the happy posts from all the happy people about their nominations. We had over 4,000 entries again this year. It was incredibly competitive. Some of the entries we had were just mind-blowingly good, and we cannot wait to see you all at the One Voice Awards this year. The tickets are available now at onevoiceconference.com. We do try and prioritize these for people who have been nominated, so if you have been nominated, now is the time to get your tickets, because they do go very, very, very quickly. They always sell out within a week or two. The theme, as I mentioned earlier on, is black tie or disco. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we've got some nice little surprises for you there. When it comes to the Best Service Provider Award, you will notice that it's not up there yet. And that's because we trialled in the UK this year a different way of voting for this, which again is locked down, but it's all of the people who are ticket holders and award entrants get to go and vote on this. And so both of those awards, the Best Service Provider, which will then be made, the shortlist will be made public before the event, and the Inspiration Award, which is really there for, it's kind of analogous a little bit to the Unicorn Award, but it's for people who have really gone out of their way to provide inspiration, to help people, to be nurturing to others at no real benefit to themselves other than the joy of doing it. And that's always a very popular thing. So nominations for that are going to be happening from the June 30th onwards. If you win any award, as always, unlike other awards, your trophy will be yours for free. And as we know, it was free to enter as well. Tomorrow, we've got you all tagged up, and your nominee badges will be sent out tomorrow. So you'll see those in the post. And if you don't get those via email, please do get in touch with our support, because it means we don't have your email for some reason. Either because often it's because you've been entered by somebody else, and so we don't have your actual email itself. All right, that is what we wanted to talk to you about today. Let's see if we have any questions from the audience. It looks like we've got absolutely none, which means that we've covered everything. Hooray! Brilliant. But yeah, thank you so much for all of your time and for joining us. We cannot wait to see you. Tickets are available at onevoiceconference.com, and go to the USA conference and awards, and you'll be able to find all of the tickets there. One thing that people do get a little confused on when you go to Reattendance to buy the tickets, there's more than one option available, so you have to click it to be able to get your options and make sure that you can see what you're getting. Jenna Birmingham, can't wait to see you all. We can't wait to see you either. Charles the Voice, there are questions in the Reattendance chat, are there? Let's have a quick look. Maybe, I know what I've done. Hang on here. There are questions in the Reattendance chat. I was being foolish. What if our questions are only mildly smouldering? Okay, let's have a look here. Remember, you can put on more clothes if you're cold, but you can only take so much off before it's illegal. Fair point. These aren't questions, these are just comedy.
Nobody wants to see that.
Are there actually any questions? There's so many comments on here. 2 questions, please. Okay. Stephanie, number one, who were the judges for the nominees, or are they anonymous? I.e., are they casting directors, agents, fellow VIPers? The answer to that is they are announced at the awards night. We have a very locked down procedure, Stephanie, and we have a panel of judges who go through everything. But the rules basically say that the judges are anonymous so that you guys can't approach them canvassing for votes. They don't know who the other judges are, so they can't collude. They can't see each other's scores, so you can't be affected. For example, if you turn around and said, that JMC guy, I gave him a 3, and then someone else said, what? I gave him a 9. You'd think, oh, have I got that wrong? So that kind of collusion isn't allowed, and there's a few other rules in there as well. But for that reason, the judges at the moment are actually confidential. It's held confidence, and we will announce every single judge on the night. But yes, they are voice actors, casting directors, agents, industry luminaries of some description, and they are all of a very high caliber. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to be judges. Number 2 was approximately how many submissions? Oh yeah, well, it was just north of 4,000. And again, we will give you the exact number on the evening. Deanna Johnson, this is a good question. I'm going to give this one to you. What's the difference between VO Atlanta and One Voice?
The way I always describe them is that One Voice is sort of like the rock and roll version. VO Atlanta's the Super Bowl, and it's a zoo. The animals are great, but it's 1,000 people. One Voice, we're aiming for about 500, and it's got a more laid back, relaxed, chill, just come as you are vibe. Whereas VO Atlanta sort of has a way of taking itself, I don't feel too seriously, but a little more seriously sometimes. One Voice is just fun. It's 400 or 500 of your closest friends having a good time. It's just a bit more of a relaxed environment, and it's I think VOA's just got that go 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 all the time, and we do again try to really separate the content. If you look at the presenter lineup this year for OVC versus VOA, I think the differentiation has got to be about 80-85% different speakers between the 2 conferences. So you are going to come and get different content, and it's a little more budget friendly than VO Atlanta. I probably shouldn't be saying all this as the owner of VO Atlanta, but there you go.
Well, we appreciate your honesty. Thank you. Okay, I got another one, which was, Rob says, could you explain a bit more about the free workshop balance system? Yeah, basically what we're going to do is we send out a load of form, like a Google form, asking you to go and give us your first absolute free workshop that you'd prefer to go to, then your second place, then your third place, and then we put it all into a big sausage grinder, and we try and give everybody access to at least one if we can. They are first come, first serve, and they are usually restricted to 12 people. From time to time, we do have the odd one that doesn't need to be restricted for whatever reason because it's slightly more lecture based or whatever. But usually it's 12 people, so we try and give everybody at least one that they can.
And I think it's important to remind people, because I do think people get confused about this every year, that the free workshops are just one of the 7 things that are going on in any given block of time during the session. So there are always at least 3 sessions that are going to be available to everybody. They're the paid workshops and then the free workshops. So there's always content available for you to see throughout the day at One Voice if you can't get into a specific free workshop that you want to.
Exactly. And on that note, Wade has asked, will some of the talks, panels, or workshops overlap each other and be held at the same time? Yes, they will. But we did have some feedback 2 years ago that, and it was a hang-up from when we did the COVID years, where because we had to introduce each session, they were all separated by 10 minutes. So one of them would start at midday, then another one would start at 10 past, and another one at 20 past. And now that we sort of didn't need to do that anymore, we had some feedback from you all that it was a bit annoying because you could never see a full session end to end if you wanted to go another one. So they now all start on the hour and they run for 50 minutes. So you've got a 10-minute turnaround. So what that means is that you'll have the main room and then the 2 breakout rooms with the panels and the talks in, and free workshops and paid workshops going on at the same time. So there's 5 pieces of content that will be happening at the same time. And this, incidentally, is why the My Schedule feature of reattendance is so popular, because you can go through in advance and choose which ones you actually want to go and see live, and then not be having to thumb through a huge thing to work out what you're going to go and see and do. You've got it all pre-planned out for you. So that's one of the benefits that we have there. Mario Kart challenge accepted. Will there be a scheduling app available for the conference? Yes, Michelle, it is reattendance, and you buy the ticket in reattendance. You're already created. Your profile is created inside reattendance as you go, and then it's up to you how much information you put in it, whether you want to put your contact details, your image, or not. You can choose to be anonymous on there if you want. But like you can see now, where everybody is posting in the Q&A, in fact, where you posted in the Q&A, you've already got your profile set up there. And so I can then just go and click on your image, and it gives me a little option to chat with you, video call with you, view your business card, swap business card, and so on and so forth. So you have already created your profile for this scheduling app, so it's already there. Charles has said, if we buy the full weekend, we get access to recordings of things we might have missed, correct? Correct, Charles, yeah. So absolutely everything that we do in the 3 rooms is recorded. The workshops are not, and that's a purposeful decision that we made because by their very nature, people are expressing themselves, the audience is doing it, and they're being creative, and we didn't want to record that and have people think that they couldn't let go.
It's the profanity. It's the absolute amount of profanity.
There you go. But yeah, so yes, we don't record the workshops, but everything else is recorded. The only thing that is not available if you don't have a ticket is the One Voice Awards, which are recorded, and you do have the replay after the event. And the other thing to note is that the One Voice Awards is not streamed live. It is an in-person event only. It's recorded for your posterity to watch afterwards if you've had a ticket, but it doesn't actually stream out live. Okay, it looks to me, I might have missed one, but there's a trillion chat messages, so I don't think there's anything more. Yeah, don't think so. Okay, that I believe is it. Thank you so much for coming. And hello Paul, hi Natalie, hi Andrew, Natalie Silva, Fabiola, thank you very much for posting on the Facebook side. Can't wait to see you all. This is going to be fun. Tickets are available at onevoiceconference.com, and of course if you are a Gravy for the Brain member, then just go to gravyforthebrain.com and your tickets will be available there with your member discount once you've logged in. You can't actually buy them if you're not a member. Thank you very much. This
Wonderful.
has been us.
See you in Dallas.
To Lobster Manor. I will see you soon.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.